Every person has the right to life and dignity. The Congregation of Jesus Mary Joseph ensures the safety of all minors and vulnerable persons by establishing safeguarding policy that would be implemented in all its apostolic activities and within the communities. The guidelines and the standards provide the framework for safeguarding practices. The logo of safeguarding represents the mission and vision of Safeguarding Commission of the Congregation of Jesus Mary Joseph. I acknowledge the contribution of General Team and Safeguarding Commission members in finalizing the logo and the safeguarding policy. I am delighted to welcome our Superior General, Sister Mary and her council, Sisters Valsa, Teresa and Sushila, Dr. Suman Roy, the psychologist and member of the Safeguarding Commission, Father Rex Angelo, SG, our main celebrant, the provinces and regional superiors, Sisters Vijaya Udumala, Teresiyama, Mary Kuti, Sister Pauline and Sister Rosla Abraham to come forward and join us for this special moment. May I kindly request Sister Sushila Kerkata, the General Councillor in charge of Safeguarding Mission, to present the safeguarding logo. The letter C stands for care. The caring hand reminds us of our commitment toward the children and persons in vulnerable situations. The letter D stands for dignity. Human character with raised hands represents a liberated human person created in the image and likeness of God. We recognize this inherent dignity of the person irrespective of their circumstances. The letters JMJ represents all the members of the Congregation of Jesus Mary Joseph and our associates. The colors represent care, dignity and positivity. Pink represents care, grayish blue represents dignity, orange represents positivity. Thank you, dear sister. I now have the distinct honor of inviting Sister Mary Karika Kunnel, our Superior General, to release the congregational policy for safeguarding minors and vulnerable persons and present it to all our dignitaries and friends at the dais who represent the JMJ sisters all over the world and our associates.
Congregational Safeguarding Policy, which we released now, is another achievement of Sister Innama and the Council. It was in her term that the congregation took seriously of this aspect, trained Sister Joseph Mary, and approved the safeguarding policy already on 12th April 2024. Only it had not come in the form of a booklet. I greatly appreciate Sister Joseph Mary, the Congregational Safeguarding Officer, and also all the commission members and all those who have helped her in the preparation of the book, and the General Council then and now for meticulously going through it and approving the policy. I want to extend my sincere thanks to you, dear Sister Pauline, and the Council for your generosity in sparing 3 personnel from the province for such a significant roles within the congregation. Sister Fatima Pullagura as the superior of the Divyodaya community, Sister Joseph Mary Vatlamudi as the congregational safeguarding coordinator, and Sister Joseph Mary Kata as the assistant mission coordinator. I would also like to express my gratitude to Sister Vijaya Udumala and the council for sparing Sister Kochumeri Chellakudam to take on the role of the coordinator of the Congregational Spirituality Center. Thank you, sisters. Dear Sisters Fatima, Kochumeri, Joseph Mary Vatlamudi, and Joseph Mary Kata. The members of the Divyodaya community, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each of you for your generosity and availability for the mission entrusted to you. I am sure that each of you, in your unique roles, brings your own gifts, strengths, and wisdom to the mission of Divyodaya, creating a harmonious and vibrant environment of both personal and communal growth. The spirit of joy and generosity that flows from your lives will touch many hearts, and your example of living out the gospel in all that you do will be an inspiration for all of us.